Yes, a very good morning from wherever you're watching us from. Welcome to Lifestyle Thursdays. My name is Sylvia Wanja. Na kama kawaida siko hapa peke yangu.
My name is Faith Mwema.
Yeah. And thanks
Hi again.
How are you? Happy new month.
Happy new month. But I was here the first of either the first week of February.
You were here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we started fast.
I remember.
I'd even forgotten about that.
Yeah,
how have you been?
Fine. I'm grateful. How have you been?
I've also been nice.
Looking
Today
good.
Shimmering.
I know. You know they say it's God, and then there are sometimes in a kama it's cliche, but it's God.
It's
God all the way.
Stretch out his hand and like anakurembesha uko like ni God.
I know. You're also looking good.
Thank you so much. Courtesy of some very good people. We'll be telling you more about them a little later. But yeah, wakona kazi mzuri.
Today you can't stop smiling.
Unafurahi, you just have that happiness.
I know.
Nilikuwa nikikuja nimepatana na a couple of people walikuwa wananiambia leo ukifanya show ebu make sure umejitambulisha na majina zako zote watu wasishinde because you look like a new person. And I was like, I'll make sure I do that.
Yes.
Jitambulisha na majina zote ndio wajue yenyewe.
It's Sylvia.
Yeah, it's Sylvia mwenye ako hapa. Yes. So today we are having a very interesting, we'll be looking at like what we have covered so far in Lifestyle Thursdays. Like starting off, I think lifestyle ni kitu hatuko tuna ilikuwa zile za it's meant to happen, what eat into that until we brought annually shed light on how important it is to follow through with some things.
Exactly, simple things, and all along, as you said, we've put lifestyle
kando
hapo nyuma tu. So as long as I'm waking up in the morning, I take my moves on, you know, everything is just flowing. But there's some things like mental health, how you're sleeping, the colors that you've put kwa room yako, you know, almost everything is revolving around lifestyle. Kwa sababu gani? Because let's say, like the previous time that I was here, we were talking about those mental health, mental wellness, and then there was sleeping patterns and all that. Let's take, for instance, you're taking good food, but you yourself, your sleeping habit, your pattern is like you're sleeping for an hour and then you're waking up. I'm telling you, the whole of your life, you'll be having problems after problems, moods, disorders, challenges here and there. But kumbe, the problem is just a little thing. Sleeping. You've not been sleeping really well. No. And other things that we've been really looking and overlooking, but they are very key. So today we'll be looking at that, by the way, and you can also send in your comments, the recap. How have you felt it over time? Are there improvements in your life? Because I would say, I was among the people you used to say kupumzika ni mbinguni, but the other time that I was here, I looked into it thoroughly, and I thought, this area I must improve on it. Kwa sababu even if you find yourself having good food, practicing mindful eating, and you're not taking good care of how you sleep, sometimes it gets to become a challenge. Na inakuwa ndo hivyo. So today, I'm telling you, it's going to be really nice. And I believe even you at home, you've gotten to see some changes in your lifestyle, because it's not just how you eat, it's almost everything that revolves around everything about your life. Yani from point A to point Z about your life. How do you eat? Do you practice mindful eating? What it is that you eat, at what time do you eat? Your mental health, how is it? At the workplace, you know, at home, relationships, my goodness, it's cutting across everything. So lifestyle, it's really important. And I had someone say that lifestyle, ni mambo ya wazungu and all that, the whites and all that. Let me tell you, it's not something for the whites, it's for everybody. As long as you're breathing in and out, you have to check your lifestyle, because it revolves around everything and everything about you. Because here we talk about matters that really matter to you. So let me trust that you've gotten some insights that have really helped you, maneuver life, maneuver, challenges here and there, your relationships. I remember there was one time that we were looking at, relationships, positive relationships. And I thought to myself, there's some people who you really looking into everything in your life, but pale kwa relationships, you've just put it, it's just me, especially for the people that live and say, it's me and God and the world, you're getting. So you find we neglect sometimes their relationships, workplace, at home, friends, them that are probably married, you neglect that marriage, and you're really there, you're saying, oh, hey, I don't know where Satan got me. It's not Satan, it's you're not looking into that area, that specific area, and once you look into it, you find, oh, a lot of your problems, probably you used to fight, you used to quarrel, you used to look at, and sometimes when you wake up, you fight with somebody the rest of your day. Yeah, you'll be like grumbling, quarreling, fighting with almost everybody because you feel like you are also guilty. This one is also guilty. This one is also guilty for what happened to me in the morning, But when you look into the relationship aspect, everything now flows seamlessly. Even if it is progress, transitions, they flow seamlessly from one to the other, and that's it. I remember there was also another time that we were also looking at, psychology of colors. It was another eye-opener. Wow, wow, wow. And I got to understand there are some certain colors that affect how you behave, what you say, how you even say it. And I know for some of us, probably that is the reason why you found out, by the way, I always have a bad mood when I wake up. Kumbe, you found out your room, you've painted it black, I know sometimes, as I was looking into it, I found that there are some personalities that relate with certain colors, but either way, it was really an eye-opener, and I believe probably even you at home, our viewer at home, you looked into it. You went now, ukasema, haya, now my room, I'll need to look at, I'll need to panga how I'm going to even, paint it, even if it's redoing it, even if it's trying it again, for all of that.
Or even adding in the wall there?
The wallpapers, yes.
Yeah, to make it more appealing.
Yes.
Wow.
Were you part of the people that had to go and
I had to add something to my, the room that I'm in is blue.
It's blue.
Inakuanga na baridi. It is very cold. I never used to understand why. Until after that conversation I was like, blue is cool. So it makes the room more cool.
Yeah. Actually, I was part of the people that wanted my room to be blue. So I sent my dad.
Yeah.
And then mnunulie paint.
Yeah, blue.
Yes, and I told them I didn't know men and color blindness is for real.
Don't tell me they brought you a different color.
They bought turquoise.
It's almost it's like a shade between blue and green.
Exactly. You've seen it, It's
yes,
a shade between. It's like it's
inacheza hapo hivi. Kidogo inaka blue, kidogo inaka sijui wapi.
And at first I was fighting. Oh, mbona I wanted blue. And then I googled and I found that what you're saying is true. It makes the room cool.
Yeah, cool. Like it gives a very nice ambience. In a place whereby it's like very hot, it can give that ambience, just coolness and like relaxing vibes. And it's very nice.
But either way, the other turquoise is it's nice. Actually, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Whatever you brought,
it's my ignorant self. Have mercy, please. But it's really true. The psychology of colors, it really was an eye-opener for me. I don't want to speak for somebody else, but for me it was.
It was. It's the same case. I don't know, like colors affect where places are trying to call restaurants. There's a place you can go to and you eat and you're like, the food isn't good here. Exactly. Probably, but if they cook that food and serve it in a different setup with a different color, I love.
Actually, at first I used to be like, why are some restaurants painting red? Me, I'm not a fan of red.
That. Yeah, sort of like.
But I was like, anytime I get into a restaurant, you find either the walls are red or the tables are red.
Yeah.
There's just a touch of red somewhere.
Yeah.
And once we did that psychology of colors, I was
you
like,
understood.
oh, kumbe, this is the reason why you put red, because it gives you appetite.
Yeah, you
makes
feel
you
like
feel
eating.
like you want to eat.
You're lively.
Order some more. More please. More please.
Because you just want to keep eating more. Because of how that color appeals to, like when you affect psychologically. It was a very big eye opener for us.
Very.
Last week we had a very nice conversation here about life and work balance.
Oh yes, I connected and I was like, I wish I was here.
Life and work balance. We had a very, very interesting guest upper. She is a mom, she's a teacher, she's a reverend, she's an author, and she also holds some like leadership positions in church. She's like in charge of women.
That plate is full.
I know, and she's able to like juggle everything. Nalikuwa natuambia how, you know, for us, like in this generation that we're in, most people are like, I can't handle a lot.
It's
like
true.
It's my work home.
Gen Z, mental health.
So like self-care.
Yeah.
They call it self-care. And there was even someone I had having this conversation, a moderator, public speaker. He was talking about how this generation, everyone is struggling to be everyone wants to be an introvert.
Oh yes.
So probably you're that outgoing person, you like social setups, but because being introverted seems cool, everyone wants to be introverted.
We are forcing ourselves into that.
Yeah, unataka kufit in hapo. So alikuwa anasema like when it comes to work and life balance, make sure you always put your family first. This is also the age where people are saying, oh, blood is no longer thicker than water. Oh, I don't care who you are, we'll cut you off. It doesn't matter, you know, like such kind of things. But I'm going to emphasize like family comes first. It doesn't. Obviously, things wouldn't be smooth always. Utapitana kidogo na mzazi, utapitana kidogo na sibling, but family comes first. So so you usually let it get in the middle of that. I remember tukiongea kuhusu sleeping patterns.
Oh yes.
Dr.
Can we have it again, please?
We need to. Actually, that's a conversation that you know to like on hold for a while. But ni kitu tutaendelea kuongelea kwa sababu there's still so much we didn't touch on. And you guys asked so many questions to Lizzie pending. So hopefully we'll have him back so that we can discuss more.
Say no
watu walikuwa na maswali za sleeping patterns, uulize zote. Wale watu wa kuwatch movie asubuhi na kulala asubuhi na kuwatch movie usiku.
Na wengine now it's unapata kwamba they sleep and then by the time it's 3 they are not praying but usingizi inaishia hapo. And then inaingia saa 2 asubuhi when you're just going to
Temato anaenda kazi ndio usingizi sasa inakwambia
you're nodding like this kwa mat but we are too fair you're just sleeping. I know.
Nene asubuhi some people like
are you okay?
Oh, kulala nyumbani.
Watu wa nyumbani wamefanya nini? And I know a lot of times, especially for sleep paralysis, and as the psychologist said, Dr. Charles, it's a term that has been misused a lot of times. For sleep paralysis, a lot of people actually even demonize it. They would say, kuna some demon, you know, attacks me at night, you know, but only to find out.
Probably it was just sleep paralysis. But there was also a question on that, and I think it's something that we will still look at the next time we have that conversation, because there's someone who asked a question of how sleep paralysis and spirituality, how are they connected? Because kunako kaswali. Na sisi tukisema tuiguzie, we are not experts. We don't know what to say. We don't know how to answer that question. But stick around for the next time we have Reverend Musambai atatuambia zaidi kuhusu that particular issue ndio tuweze kujua. Na unakumbuka akisema during when we were having that conversation on sleeping patterns, like when it comes to sleeping, be very intentional. Don't go into your bedroom with work. That's the same thing tuliambiwa kwa the life and work balance. Like when let your bedroom ikuwe ni ya kulala. Don't carry work at home. Like that is how you balance between work and like life. Because the moment you carry work home, unless it is absolutely necessary, and you give it a timeline, so that you can also create time to have meals with the family, like to get to interact with your family. Because go east or west, they're still your family.
Exactly.
You can't replace them.
It's true.
So
and actually on that as well, sometimes we find it difficult to balance because we are not deliberate.
In our plans.
We are not deliberate. And then we start complaining, oh, unajua mimi masaa yangu itoshangi.
Masaa yangu ni mbaya.
No. We aren't deliberate. Because I was listening to all of them and I was like, this plate is super full. And mine, our clock is 24 hours. How can you do all of this? You know, in your 24 hours. Na mimi with my 3 tasks. I'm like,
this is too much, better.
Too much.
Like, you need to take something off my plate. But again, one other thing I learned, it's important for you to plan prior to. Like, if you put things in order, you can be able to squeeze in those important moments, those important social moments. If there's a family gathering happening, if there's a family outing happening, don't keep on dismissing it because of missing a time. No. If you plan well, you'll be able to accomplish that. After you'll even realize that you probably have space for more.
Exactly.
Like you can accommodate so much more. So inataka ukwe tu mtulivu.
Now unajua, even when you're planning, you get to eliminate a lot of these time wasters. I remember there was a time someone was bashed. You know, when we ladies meet, you're like, hi, how are you doing? Kupoa. Now unaona pale besides the road hapo mekutana, so vuka barabara nikusalimia. Oh, they hugging each other and then, oh, you're looking good. Eyebrows, hair, lipstick, nails, things ambazo they don't have hazina miguu, hazina mikono. Like, and then they found out they're wasting a lot of time when they're meeting with their friends. Na hawaja plan their day. But when you plan your day, even these little time wasters, it'll be high. You're good. If there's nothing else we are talking, I have some other things to do. Nasi maringo. I have some other things to attend to. My plate is already full, and I cannot like overlook
the important things for small talk.
Exactly. So I was like, okay, planning is key. And when you find people telling you my day is tight, understand them. Si maringo. They've planned every minute. They know from here. So you're going out with them and they're taking coffee and you want to talk and talk. And the stories inakosa mnaanza kuambiana otherwise uko poa. That's otherwise. Mimi, when you start hearing me say otherwise,
unajua basi it's time to wrap up our conversation.
Kufukuza kuambia toka, unajua so ukisikia otherwise alafu
you know it's about time, just pack up your bags and just, you know.
It was nice meeting you.
Cool. Until next time. Alafu pia inasaidia, like that aspect of time management, it really helps out in so many ways. Alafu pia alikuwa na emphasize when it comes to work, let work be work. The same way you don't let work spill into your personal time, into your social time. The same, like ikikuwa ni kazi, wacha kazi kwe kazi. We're in a generation whereby most young people, our phones, I don't see young people, I think it's everyone.
Actually, it's everybody.
Our phones, you even go, like, let's say if you go to a restaurant somewhere in town, in lunchtime, you know, it's a table, like, kind of converse with the person you're eating with. Lakini wapi unapata mtu hivi.
Actually, later they don't know what they're putting
they are eating. Hata unazapata mtu amechukua serviette anaweka kwa mdomo. Hayuko hapo, like her mind, like ako tu, you know, amekuwa carried away na their phone.
And then you find on that note, you didn't finish your assignments when you were supposed to finish them. So you carry them home.
I know.
Now ziko wapi? Kwa bedroom. Laptop yako.
Bas, blue light the whole night.
And then the morning you're nodding. And then you're saying, yes.
Naambiwa sasa wewe tumekufuta kazi. Usirudi hapa kesho.
I saw someone painting their eyes. They had their eyes painted white like an eyeball. So they're sleeping at work, but now these other bits is painted because they blue light the whole night. So your kazi, now they have to take it back home.
Yeah.
You know, it boils down to this being deliberate. That was my take home for faith. Be deliberate.
Yeah, in what you're doing, in making your plans, make sure. And then another important thing is like looking through what you have accomplished. There are some habits probably, for example, you're at work but you can't help it. Ukisikia tu notification uko
and then there's something about our phones. You can't stop after that notification. You can't turn it back.
No, you will keep going. You will see there's something interesting happening. Or the breaking news. Okay, from breaking news, then but a TikTok will call away.
1 hour.
1 hour later, how did I get here? Your assignment is halfway done.
Yes.
So if you can like separate the social from work, like ikikuwa ni kazi, let it be work. Alafu pia another thing, pia limit the interactions with your colleagues. If you're interacting, let it be professionally, especially within that kazi, your time frame ya kazi. Ndo msikuwe too social, you forget about work. So
extroverts wako wapi?
Hi extroverts, especially people in this field. I feel like we have a challenge.
My goodness.
Kukaa mahali ati unaambiwa uketi 3 hours, ati focus.
On your desk editing for 3 hours.
Unasikia ni kama kiti iko na miba kidogo. Alafu mdomo inakwambia wewe ongea kidogo. Chokoza watu uone kama bado wanaongea.
Piga tu round moja. And then you find out your round moja it was supposed to be 5 minutes.
Yeah, umepiga round the whole day. Unarudi 5 kwa desk uko.
When you know they are gone, now you have to take your work home.
Imagine.
Again.
And then your cycle on repeat.
Exactly.
Because we work with tight deadlines. Probably something is needed like immediately. Mess.
And sometimes your backlog we recover.
It takes time and a lot of energy. So if it's possible for you to like counter that,
the better. And as well, actually after your backlog you're mentally drained.
Yeah, true.
Sometimes you're there but you're absent-minded because you've overworked yourself. Now ungekuwa too deliberate, it will be
easier.
As simple as
things become easier when it comes to like doing things, working.
Another conversation that I really loved was about the mental wellness.
How we put aside mambo na like mental health from our resolutions.
Yes.
We don't like consider it a big deal. Right now it's a really big deal. It's a really, I'm seeing parents taking their kids to therapy while they are young as 6, and I'm like, kitambo watu angeona unapeleka mtoto therapy 6 years ya nini.
Exactly.
But right now I think people are becoming more woke and they're understanding that if I see my child with a particular behavior, I shouldn't just dismiss it. If there's a way I can help when they're still young, the better, you know. And sometimes, not that ati watu wetu wanaendanga kwa therapist they are disturbed.
Sure, actually
it's not. You know, what is someone wanaogopa kwenda kwa therapist because everyone be like, kale kachizi flani, so like they stigmatize those people.
When you join them in that circle,
I'm like, mwambie ndo ule mwenye nilikuwa kuambia. Afa kuja, hi, uko poa? I'm therapist. That's nice.
That should stop, by the way.
Yeah, it's so nice. Don't stigmatize people who see therapists. Actually, they're a step for like wako mbele yako. Kwa sababu they've taken that step of it. It's not easy to go sit down and open up to someone about your own personal baggage. That takes strength and courage. True. So if anything, you should respect them more and like if you're in a position to support them.
Exactly. And they've opened that room that we call the improvement room.
Yeah.
You know, when every time you step into a therapist, a psychologist, it's like you've said, okay, I need to improve, I need to work on this, but I cannot work on it on my own.
Exactly.
So you're opening that door, and improvement will be gradual.
It'll take time. But again, with the effort, that first step to take yourself there, hey, that's a
and especially for people who say it's expensive. I know you will have to dig deep into your pocket.
Yeah, very true.
It's no lie. You know, and you know, professionally they're doing it professionally, and you wouldn't want someone to sit 1.5 hours with you and you're not doing anything. You're not paying them. It's a service.
Yeah, true.
So don't look at the monetary aspect.
Bit of it.
Look at now, how am I going to gain?
Yeah, how am I going to get better?
Exactly. Because a lot of, I would say, me, I'm a Kenyan.
Yeah.
I'm not Indian.
Yeah.
Kenyans, we love looking at, hey, your pesa si nini?
Wewe, si wacha niende nijipigishe story kwa nyumba, ni story nifunge.
Nileta ule kazini yangu, I just tell them what's wrong.
Yeah, that's
but
it.
when you look at that money first, when you put money first, you'll never improve.
Yeah.
There are some things you find out during those sessions, you're like, you mean I'm struggling with that?
Yeah, like things you didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, there's a certain, I think it's a tweet I saw somewhere, like there are some things that we don't know about ourselves that like other people see. Alafu the moment you sit and reflect, you go like, maybe I am that person. It actually happened to me this week. Someone mentioned something and I was like, that's not me. That's not me. And then someone else who doesn't know this person mentioned it.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh wow, maybe there's something here. And now after doing a little like digging, I was like, bebe niko hivyo. Niko hivyo. But mara ya kwanza ungenipata nilikuwa nimekana. Deny. No, but this is you. Like, no, that is not me. And then someone else was like, kuna kitu hapa, kuna kitu. So it helps, like, as in utaweza utaweza kuelewa some things that probably to you are a non-issue.
Exactly.
But in affect something within your life.
Exactly.
Itaweza shed light on that, and then things will get better.
You get better, you improve.
Yes.
Because we say the biggest room in this world is a room of improvement.
Exactly.
And once you've opened that room,
you keep on improving.
Exactly.
Always have that learner's mentality.
Yes.
Don't go with the know-it-all attitude. Otherwise, that's where it stops.
Being so rigid. I'm used to this. Kitakuramba. I know.
Okay. So today we are all looking very beautiful, as you can see. Kazi safi sana. Imefanywa na Blissful Whispers Wellness and Spa. They are very good at what they do. They have specialized in a couple of things when it comes to wellness, and they offer makeup services, as you can see right here. This is their beautiful work. Tulikuwa nini wao leo?
I know.
Yes, the sculptures you can see. And they also do massages. They have a spa for facials and waxing. So if you want to like go get your makeup done for a photo shoot, makeup done for a wedding, makeup done for a special event, you can reach out to them. If you want facial, if you want, like, they have you covered, okay? Massages, nini, they have you covered. And you can find them pale opposite Nyayo Gardens, building into a Wapcom house, 3rd floor, okay? Blissful Whispers Wellness and Spa. If you want that glam, Tulisema, it is very important, especially for the ladies out there. Do you know men do makeup?
Actually, let me just say the truth.
Yeah.
Previously, I was like, hey, say loud.
Hey, I was like, what do you mean? Until I saw it and I understood why they do it. Especially if they are coming on screen, there's a little touch-up that is done. Not ile intense, no. Like kuna ile small touch-up for, like, there's a lot of lights and nini. So inasaidia mtu asisweat, like they block the pores. And it is interesting.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
So if you want to like experiment these things, if you want to like to have a new look for that event, a new look for, you know, you can go try them out and see. They have you covered. They're doing some really good work.
I must testify.
Yeah.
That
I don't know, Jangaleko, like, is this me? Is it me?
I know.
Yeah. But it's really amazing.
And I know there are lots of people who are really afraid. How about what if? What if?
Just take that step.
With Bliss? Those what ifs?
Yeah. Zimetoka zote. But they're very considerate how they do the work. Like, watakuliza di. Like, each and every step, wanauliza, are you okay? Are you comfortable? Is the color too much? Can we tone it down? Can we, you know, they have you covered. So make sure you reach out to them for that, okay? Yes. Sasa, story of work and life balance.
Oh, man.
What is that? Okay. Are you able to, like, balance your social life? Like, how is it for you? Do you feel like work is stealing from your social life? Ama ni bado hujaplan vizuri?
Actually, I would say after that conversation, I found out I was so unjust to myself. there are some times, especially for people who are working the 8 to 5 or the 9 hours, you find your work is taking a lot of your time. You even carry it home. Because how you could deliberate.
You're not planning.
I was part of that group that was socially like this.
Kadogo.
And then work
this.
Like this. Then I'm like, oh, Satan. You see. You are doing. You are
fungai. You are doing nini.
Into the sea and into where. But the problem is myself not planning my day properly. Right now, to be honest, I'll say, hii conversation inatupeleka wapi? Oh, kama hakuna mahali, there's something I'm working on. Because babu, there is no need. I found out that was a big challenge that I had. The social life was being eaten up by a lot of work. I'm not deliberate. I would carry work home. Or when I'm seated somewhere in a social setup, I'm just working. Maybe kuna content plan you have to prepare. So socially niko, but my mind
it's elsewhere.
Somewhere. So I would say I was a victim, but I've recovered.
Yes, after figuring out that, and you wouldn't have figured that out if you didn't have if you are not open to receiving criticism.
Have you? Because I know our kind of work. Unaweza kuwa in a social place and you're like, hey, where are you? Uko wapi? Come.
Niko kazi, thanks.
Come.
You know, there's a certain someone, ako kwa the field of media, a friend of mine, alikuwa print out a t-shirt, imeandikwa single, married, engaged, dating, and studio.
Oh,
so
you mean we've taken that place? You're confused and we are in the studio? You mean?
So yake imetikiwa ako ka box ka studio, and I was like, anyway, it's serious. Like most of the time we are so invested in what we do, when it comes to creating content, shooting content, researching, nini. So when it comes to the social interaction, most of it is professional. Like if you're going to talk to a particular expert, now that's where the socializing happens. But something outside work inakwa tricky,
difficult.
It becomes difficult because you're like, my time is fixed like this. So any moment you get to go and relax, you just unaichukua mbio kama umeenda. But I realized again, you shouldn't unafaa ku set up that balance, which is very important. Kwa sababu the moment you don't set aside time for your family, there's a problem somewhere. The moment you don't set aside time for your friends, kutakuwa na shida mahali. Because I was having a conversation again with someone different, na alikuwa ananiambia, we had attended a wedding, and the bridesmaids there were so many. They were about 13, and we were like, this bride must be a people's person. For you to have 13, you are a people's person. And my friend was like, mimi yangu hata sijui ni nani atakuwa. Wewe ukisema uko busy kazi, sina mtu wa kusimamia harusi.
Huyo apatikanangi atusimamia harusi yake, and you're like, hey, just be the bride and confident.
That's it. So don't forget your social bit of everything. Okay, we are human beings, are social beings. We're not created to stay alone. If after work you can set aside an hour to go bora tu within your kazi time kazi ufanye what is needed at that time, so that if you've set particular things, that's why tunasema plan your day. Set those things, make sure at the end of the day umezi accomplish. Set aside 1 hour. You can go at home, chill and talk with the family, get to understand what your brother has been up to. Wengine unasikiaga hamuongeagi na watu wenu, the moment unakuja kuongea nao unasikia mtu alijenga gorofa mahali, uko really? Now you never created time for you to know these things. How kona? So inakuwa tricky.
Na unajua hapo sana sana for family. Family, I'm not to say that firstborn in her own company, however small it is, she's growing. Uongo.
What do you mean?
We live together.
Yeah, he's okay. I left him this morning.
Yeah. But now they found a note. Mom, you're not available.
What?
Haukuagi. Like, you are not. Haukuagi. You get
You're not around.
Parents, you need to look into it. You need to strengthen that bond
between you and your kids.
If you can have time for nyamachoma, sorry, for workmates, find time for nyamachoma with your children, with your husband, with your spouse. Find time for them. Kama you can chillax with workmates for 30 minutes, talking about politics. Also, you nani amefanya nini. Yes, that 30 minutes you can also schedule for your people, your husband, wale watu wa damu yako. It's very important because some of them are going through things.
Exactly.
They won't tell you.
Wananyamaza tu unafikiria mtu ako sawa, ever smiling.
Yeah,
but probably they're going through a lot.
A lot. Especially that bit.
Yeah.
We need to really stress on it. We need to. And some of these things, actually, it's as simple as just a phone call.
Yeah, just call them. Uko poa?
Uko poa?
Is everything okay? Chokoza.
Yeah.
Damu yako. Haizi kupeleka wali.
Oh, God.
Call them. Okay, so now we're going to get chic and style. So, wacha tupate chic and style, alafu we'll be discussing chenye tutawatch kwa chic and style today. So we were having a recap of the things that we have discussed today. Hapo kwa chic and style nimeona types of gloves. Na kuna hizi zingine nimeona people wear for events, especially for like zinafika huko. Hata mimi I've seen them in weddings. So if you're going for gloves sana during the cold season, ndo unapatanga watu wanavaa sana. Ama for those who have had a recap of what we have learned and what we have picked. Na pia tuna hope sisi pekee tuna pick information. Pia wewe pana Rogers, I want to know chenye nimekuwa nikitrainiwa, nimekuwa nikisikiza, na pia wewe pale home umekuwa ukisikiza ama umekuwa ukifanya tu vitu zako. Okay? Sawa. So we're here to do a recap, see what we have learned, how far we have gone, and remember, do not give up. Keep on pushing yourself so that you can become bigger and better when it comes to fitness. Tulisema kwa New Year resolutions, make sure fitness is one of them. So, this is what I picked and learned from the gym, from all the months that I have been here. Kuna different types of group muscles that are there. Na kuna hizo ndo ninakumbuka. Remember guys, it's a recap. I don't have to remember everything, but I think those are the major ones. Oh, and they're glutes. Yes, those are the major muscle groups that are there. And if you want to work out, those are the major muscles that you need to focus on. Sana ukifanya mambo na strength training. Okay? Na pia nilijifunza cardio. Yes, what is cardio? Cardio ni, I think, activities is to keep your blood pumping, like skipping rope, like bicycle, like treadmill, like things like that. You get? So, kwa biceps, nilijifunza a couple of workouts to keep your biceps fit. So, wacha niwakumbushe, for those who don't remember. Sasa, these are the dumbbells. Zinaitwa dumbbells, and they are 2 kgs each. And tulisema for beginners, don't ego lift. Lift a weight that is very, very favorable to you ndo usijiumize, okay? Unakuja gym, ukue fit, not so that you can have some injuries that you can't control. So, nilijifunza bicep curls, and this is how you do bicep curls. You can do single, you can do both. Alafu for beginner, you can do 10 to 12 reps, na unaifanya in 3 sets. So, let's go. Yes, so those are bicep curls. If you want to tone this muscle, that is how you work out so that you can tone them and they can become well toned, okay? Alafu for the triceps, there are a couple of workouts, but yenye nakumbuka yenye ili standard kabisa during my time here at the gym ni overhead. I think overhead dips. Wacha tu niwaonyeshe vile nakumbuka. So, you put your hands like this and then you straighten it. So, these are the tricep overhead something. Ta confirm your jina vizuri. So, remember, you do 10 to 12 reps and you do 3 sets, okay? I also learned how to do squats. Squats are good for the legs, and it's very important to work out your legs. Ndo zikuwe fit. Usifocus pekee na the upper body, usahau the lower body. That is the important thing about toning. You need to focus on all aspects. Tumefanya upper body kidogo, that's the triceps and the biceps. Na pia lower body when it comes to the quads, tutafanya kitu inaitwa a standard squat. Sawa? I think so. That is what I remember from what my teacher taught me. Lakini atakuja kunikosoa in case I've made any mistake, okay? Junajua kwa mahali akiniangalia. So let's go. This is a standard squat. Tutafanya, remember, 10 to 12 reps for 3 sets. Let's go. And remember, maintain proper form. It's very yes, so those standard squats, they're good for the legs. And now, what else do I remember? So, that's it for the Hit the Gym recap. I think that's all I remember. And guys, it gets easier as you keep on going. So don't give up. If you started working out, keep on pushing. You're going to do better and better and better, okay? And if hujaanza, it's not too late. You can start and you can walk this fitness journey together. My name is Sylvia Wanja. That's all the time we have for today. Nania Hit the Gym, and this was Lifestyle Thursdays. Enjoy the rest of your viewing. Bye. Hey guys, this amazing episode was shot at Chester Hotel. Join the Indigo Fitness Health Club so that you can also be fit. So you're all welcome. Remember, Chester Hotel, Indigo Health and Fitness Club. See you here.